This is Radio Nepal. I am Dela Prasai with the news. The headlines first. House of Representatives endorse government's policies and programs for the upcoming fiscal year. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda says government's policies and programs provide concrete outline of development. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda to embark on 4-day official visit to India from May 31st. Health Ministry urges people to remain cautious about dengue infection. And avalanche kills 11 people from nomadic tribe in Pakistan. Now the news in detail. The House of Representatives has endorsed the annual policy and program of the Nepal government for the upcoming fiscal year. Yesterday, meeting of the House of Representatives has passed the policy and program by majority. Earlier, the meeting had disapproved amendments received to the annual policy and program by majority. President Ramchandra Paudel had presented the government policy and program at the joint session of both House of Representatives and National Assembly on May 19. Likewise, Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda has claimed to have brought the government's policies and programs with a concrete outline of development. Answering the queries raised over the policies and programs in the Parliament yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal said the policies and programs for the next fiscal year presented in the Parliament have incorporated the sentiments of the people. The Prime Minister further said the positive aspects of common minimum programs brought by previous coalitions after the federal election were also incorporated into the policies and the programs. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dahal said the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority CIAA was carrying out investigations into the complaints received on misappropriations on installation of jewellery in the Pashupatinath temple. Saying his views regarding the government's position on the issue in yesterday's House of Representatives meeting, the Prime Minister added that the CIAA will pursue fair and objective investigation on the installation of jewellery. Likewise, the Prime Minister said that dragging the opposition leader into controversy on misappropriation on installation of jewellery is not appropriate. Likewise, in the meeting, Speaker Devraj Kimire directed the officials of the Federal Parliament to erase the statement from Parliament's records made by the Member of Parliament, Leknath Dahal. Member of Parliament Dahal had accused that the golden jewellery was replaced with brass at Pashupatinath temple during the tenure of the then Prime Minister. Earlier yesterday, an understanding was reached among three major political parties to make the Parliament clear about the jewellery installed in the Pashupatinath temple. The meeting of the House of Representatives was affected on Friday due to the obstruction of the main opposition CPN-UML party following the Member of Parliament Dahal's remark. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda is to embark on a 4-day official visit to India from May 31st. According to the Foreign Ministry, Prime Minister Dahal is scheduled to visit India at the cordial invitation of his India counterpart Narendra Modi from the 31st of May to the 3rd of June. Prime Minister Dahal will be accompanied by ministers, secretaries and senior officials of the Government of Nepal. During the visit, Prime Minister Dahal would pay courtesy call on Indian President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. Similarly, Prime Minister Dahal will hold delegation-level talks with Indian Prime Minister Modi at Hyderabad House on the 1st of June, and both the Prime Ministers would organize a joint press conference after the meeting. Indian Prime Minister Modi would host a luncheon in honour of Prime Minister Dahal and his delegation. Likewise, Prime Minister Dahal is scheduled to address Nepal-India Business Summit and attend the welcome program to be organized by Nepali Ambassador to India, Shankar Prasad Sharma. The visit is expected to further strengthen the age-old multi-dimensional relations between Nepal and India. The Ministry of Health and Population has urged people to remain cautious about dengue infection that goes rampant during rainy season. The ministry has asked for the launch of a campaign against the disease. As part of the campaign, all government employees will clean up the area surrounding their respective office buildings on every Friday. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says the country's journey to good governance has started. The Prime Minister made the remark while addressing the 19th General Meeting of the Press Centre Nepal and the 21st Memorial Day of Krishna Sen Ichuk at Sankarapur in Kathmandu yesterday. He claimed that people were feeling the commencement of a new struggle and culture against corruption and anomalies. Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba has sought support from all to strengthen democracy. At a program organized on the 32nd anniversary of Nepal Press Union in Kathmandu yesterday, Nepali Congress President Deuba lauded the union's role in strengthening democracy. He argued that one should have the ability to put up with criticism of the press in democracy. The Nepal Electricity Authority is preparing to supply power from the underground transmission line system in Kathmandu Valley within 2 months. The Nepal Electricity Authority is working to supply power in each household from the underground supply system in Ratnapark, Maharajganj and Lazimpat areas from the Maharajganj and Ratnapark distribution centres. Spokesperson of Nepal Electricity Authority, Suresh Bahadur Bhattrai, said that power supply would be distributed from the underground transmission line in Kritipur area as well. Nepal and Egypt are to collaborate for tourism development. During a discussion program between the travel and tour operators of both countries held in Cairo of Egypt, Tourism Ministry Secretary Suresh Adhikari expressed the commitment to providing necessary support for the development of bilateral tourism between Nepal and Egypt. Likewise, Nepali Ambassador to Egypt Sushil Kumar Lamsal said there is huge potential for partnership in the tourism sector between the two countries that have ancient civilization and adorned with cultural and natural beauty. General Manager of Egypt Tourism Authority Ahmed Ali said that authority is willing to welcome Nepali travel agents on an informational tour. You're listening to Radio Nepal 8 AM English News Bulletin. We continue with the international updates now. At least 11 people from a nomadic tribe, including a 4-year-old boy, have been killed in an avalanche in northern Pakistan. The snow struck as the group crossed a mountainous area in Sound-to-Pass with the goat herds. Further 25 people have been injured and a rescue operation is ongoing. Pakistan Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif expressed grief over the deaths and said incidents such as avalanches were increasing due to climate change. The avalanche happened in the early hours of Saturday in part of the pass that bridges the Astor city of Gilgit-Baltistan region to neighbouring Azad in 4 women and a 4-year-old boy were among those who died. Rescue teams have faced challenges in reaching the area due to its remote location and difficult terrain. Turkish people vote on Sunday in a momentous presidential runoff to decide whether or not Recep Tayyip Erdogan should remain in power after 20 years. His challenger Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, backed by a broad opposition alliance, has billed the vote as a referendum on Turkey's future direction. But the more pressing issues, rampant inflation and cost of living crisis. Turnout in the first round was an impressive 88.8% and Erdogan's lead was 2.5 million votes. Ahead of the runoff, Kılıçdaroğlu accused his rival of foul play by blocking his text messages to voters while the president's messages went through. Now the general weather forecast for the country for today. Forecasting division says the weather is likely to be partly to generally cloudy in the hilly regions of the country and mainly fair in the rest of the country. Kathmandu's weather report now. Maximum temperature of 27.7 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature of 16.5 degrees Celsius. With this news, we have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we wrap up the headlines once again. House of Representatives endorsed government's policies and programs for the upcoming fiscal year. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says government's policies and programs provide concrete outline of development. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda to embark on 4-day official visit to India from May 31st. Health Ministry urges people to remain cautious about dengue infection, and avalanche kills 11 people from nomadic tribe in Pakistan. Well, that's all that we have for this edition. Our next English news edition is at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website, www.radionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Stay tuned, stay safe, and have a good day.